Day 2 water fasting, why I am in bed. Hello you all, I'm Diana Brienne, and I am getting ready the day after Christmas to go out for a 5-mile run, which I do every day. As you all know, I'm 62 years old, and I believe in fitness and taking care of myself, and I'm not promoting anything to anybody or suggesting anyone go out and do a 5-mile run or go on a water fast or anything like that. This is just what I do. This is kind of my personal thing. So anyhow, I am getting ready. I just got dressed. I laid in bed this morning, relaxed, enjoyed my getting up. This is actually day 2 of my water fast. And I have water fasted before. And I don't know how long I'm going to do it. It's kind of an hour by hour thing. I'm doing good. I feel good. I actually started at noon yesterday after our Christmas breakfast, which we traditionally do as a family. And so technically I go into day 2 in just a few minutes and feel terrific, drinking a lot of water. I do have coffee on this fast, and I love coffee. I'm a coffee drinker. And not a lot, but I like my morning cup of coffee. And so yeah, I'll let you know how long I'm going to be on this fast. I really, I don't know. It could be, I've done up to 21 days. This could be over in 5 minutes. It could be another day, a couple days, a week, who knows. I do plan on eating on New Year's Eve. Okay, so I will let you all know that. And I don't deny myself pleasures of life when they mean something to me. If they're good pleasures, things that are okay, like eating out on New Year's Eve. Like the last 2 or 3 weeks, I really kind of, splurged and ate out and, ate decadent foods and, wonderful foods and stuff like that. But unfortunately, they had a lot of calories in them. And being vegan, I kind of fell off the wagon with being a vegan, and so I'm getting back on the vegan wagon. And so I kind of reboot is how I kind of do it. I reboot, and that's what I'm doing. So I go water fasting, and then I get back on track with my healthy eating. So like I said, I don't suggest this to anyone because everybody's body is different. It just happens to work for me, and I've done fasts quite often, and so my body is kind of adjusted to it, I think. And so today my son and I are going out. My selfie stick, which I use, I use a webcam, I use a regular camera, and I use an iPhone. And so when I'm using the iPhone to kind of walk around, my selfie stick broke. So I have to get a new one. I'm going to get a couple of them because I go through them. And so I don't have all this jiggling with the camera. And so, yeah, that's what I'm going to do today. And then I got to thinking about motorhomes. We had a motorhome for many, many years, and it was wonderful. My husband had bought it when I turned 50 for my birthday, and it had, a kitchen and a living room and a bathroom, and it had a separate room with bunk beds for the kids, and it had our bedroom, and it was just wonderful. And we drove all over the country to 48 states. Our kids got to see the national parks. They got to just see Route 66. We went north, we went south, and I homeschooled at that time, and my kids just had an amazing journey. And now they're grown up and they still remember it. It's like, hey Mom, we missed the motorhome. So I got to thinking about my retirement home will be a motorhome. A lot of people talk about downsizing, and I really don't want to downsize, and I really I don't want to do that. I love my home. My home has got a lot of room in it, and I collect antiques, and I have all my paintings that I've done, and if we downsized, we wouldn't be able to do that. But I feel like with 3 adult kids, they're likely to live in our same town indefinitely. But what if they move away? Or even if they don't move away, I want something that I could live at least part-time in, that's very self-contained. It's got everything, the kitchen, the living room, you name it. And if my kids did move away, we could just kind of pull up in their driveway, stay a week, and have our own place so we're not intruding or feel intruded upon, and then leave, or wherever we happen to go. If we want to visit relatives, we can do it. Or even like, if we felt that, our home was too big for us and we did decide to downsize, which I don't think we'll do, we could, live in the motorhome and, go wherever was needed for whatever length of time that was needed in our lives or we desired. And so I'm really thinking, because we sold that motorhome, because our kids became teenagers and, it was kind of hard to travel. They had sports events and school events because I did put them back in school, at least 2 of my kids, and then the other one I homeschooled. And he did wonderful. He's in college now, making straight A's. He's just doing wonderful. And so, our kids became teenagers, and so it was very challenging to take these big trips. And so we sold it. But I'm not saying we're going to buy a motorhome today, because we're not. But in time, I would like to have another motorhome. And, whether we stay living here, whether we downsize, whether we would even live full-time in an RV. A lot of people go to these senior places and, and I think that's great, but it's not for me. And I would rather invest my money in a motorhome and see the world as an old person, and if I had problems driving it, well, I'm sure one of my kids could get me from point A to point B, if my husband or I couldn't drive. And so, so that's another thought of mine, is to get another motorhome. What do you think? Well, I better get out there. I got to put a pair of shorts on. I have pants on, but it's very, very warm. Day after Christmas. Who would have thought? So I hope you're all having a great day, and do something fun, okay? And love you all much, and I'll talk to you soon. From my house to yours, God bless you. Talk to you then. Bye-bye.